How to improve communication skills with your husband. Is it possible to be heard and loved? In this video here, I talked about how to resolve conflict with your husband, but did you run into issues while trying to practice the principle I introduced? You probably did one of four things, and I will give you the antidote on how to counteract the behavior that might have gotten you into even deeper trouble. Stay tuned. For the best marriage advice, hit the thumbs up if you're excited about this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss when we post a new video. Hi, my name is Danielle West, and ladies, are you married but living like roommates? I can help you through the Wives Who Thrive workshop. Book a free call to learn more. Time slots are limited. How well a couple communicates not only predicts how a particular discussion will go, but also sets the tone for their entire relationship. When partners speak respectfully to each other, it increases the understanding, trust, and positive connection. When couples speak to each other in negative ways, frustration, conflict, and distance follow. It's important to note that no one and no couple is perfect. Even happy couples sometimes find themselves reacting negatively with their spouse. The difference is that happy couples recognize the behavior and do their best to avoid it. So number one, in trying to work through an argument and reconcile using the principle I mentioned in the last video, you may have found yourself being critical. Criticism involves bringing up an issue in a way that focuses on your partner's character or personality flaws rather than on what you would like them to do differently. For example, "You never help me clean up the kitchen," versus "I feel exhausted and I could really use your help in cleaning up the kitchen before we go to bed." The antidote to criticism is to use a gentle startup to ask your partner to change their behavior in some specific way. Use "I feel" statements instead of "you," using the word "you." Number two, defensiveness is an attempt to protect yourself, to defend your innocence, to ward off a perceived attack. Many people become defensive when they are being criticized. Research shows that defensiveness rarely has the desired effect of improving the situation. This is because defensiveness is really a way of blaming your partner. You're saying, in effect, the problem isn't me, it's you. Defensiveness just escalates the conflict, which is why it's so destructive. There are two ways to be defensive: to counterattack or to whine. The antidote to defensiveness is to take some responsibility for even a small part of the problem. By doing this, you can quickly reduce tension and prevent conflict from escalating. This helps your partner feel heard and understood. Okay, so here's a bad example. "I'm really tired of you losing track of time and being late." What else is your spouse going to say? I would respond with, "I'm never that late. Besides, you were the one who was late last night." I mean, you can see it doesn't go well. Versus, you could respond with, "You're right. I'm sorry for being late tonight. I'll try harder to be more aware of the time." Comment below if you find yourself being critical or defensive when talking to your spouse. And do you think you can apply any of these antidotes I just shared? Number three, to be contemptuous is to put your partner down. It happens when you feel and act superior. It's putting oneself on a higher plane, looking down from a position of authority with the attitude of, "I'm better, smarter, neater, cleaner, more punctual than you." Contempt is the single best predictor of relationship disillusion. Underneath contempt is a desire, need, or want. Building a culture of appreciation is the all-encompassing antidote to contempt. When you feel valued and appreciated, you're able to access positive feelings for your partner, and you're less likely to act contemptuous when you have a difference of opinion. So here's an example the wrong way. "There you go again, your reckless, irresponsible spending once again maxed out our credit card limit. You're out of control." Versus, you could say in a much better way, "I feel frustrated about our finances and the amount we spend versus how much we save each month. I would like to have an agreement about a monthly budget and how much we save each month." Comment below, do you see and hear the difference in the antidote reply? Okay, And now the last one. This is one I've done all my life, and I've worked really, really hard to stop it. But stonewalling, it's meaning shutting down. Stonewalling occurs when you withdraw from the interaction while staying physically present. Essentially, this means you're not giving any cues that you're listening or paying attention. For instance, by avoiding eye contact or crossing your arms. For me, I just simply leave the room. Research shows that stonewalling elevates your heart rate and releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. And when this happens, it's nearly impossible to listen, think creatively, and solve the problem constructively. The antidote to stonewalling is to take a self-soothing break for at least 20 minutes and then re-engage with your partner when you feel calmer and are able to constructively express your views. Part of the problem is I would never come back to the conversation. That really is on us who shut down. That's our responsibility. So while you're in that 20-minute, that means avoid looping by not thinking about negative thoughts over and over. Go for a walk, play some music, watch a show. Break your thoughts from the argument. I'm a recovering stonewaller, and it's not easy to come back to the conversation. Practice all these 4 antidotes and let me know if you experience new breakthroughs. I'd love to hear about them. I go through all of the comments. So ladies, if you want to understand and practice these antidotes within a safe community, join me inside of the Wives Who Thrive workshop. Simply schedule a call and I'll explain all the details to you. You can make a huge difference in your relationship by implementing these antidotes. Continue to watch this playlist for more suggestions on how to communicate with your husband. Remember, to have an extraordinary marriage, be intentional. Thanks so much for watching.